All right, that is 14 channels. We are live on all 14. We're broadcasting at 15. One of the channels is blocked for temporarily, probably. So we're good. Welcome to the garden, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where and when you are. J Bone, my failure in crime. What's up, buddy? How's it feel to fucking take a loss with me? We're such losers, man. What was it? Can't remember. Was it Engine? And I know one of them's Uniswap. Uniswap is just killing us, bro. Uniswap is killing us, but everything else is doing good. I don't know what happened to Uniswap. Waiting for that one to snap back. Let me see. Let me look at the list over here and just see where Uniswap is residing. Uni, all the way down at the bottom, right? I don't see it. Uni, there it is. 16 cents, bro. Oh, it was Polkadot. You got out of that? Oh, right on, buddy. Right on, man. You got out of Uniswap. That's good, man. I feel bad for telling you to do that. You know, I would have never thought Uniswap would fucking crash in value when you consider you're looking at all of these different cryptos that rely on Uniswap for trading. You know, I figured Uniswap was just going to ride up with everything else, man. It's like everybody's forgetting about Uniswap. Potato chowder. Okay. Debbie, right on. I've been flipping NFTs and making a nice mint. J-Bone, really? So people are buying them from you, man. That's good. You're doing good in Polkadot. I feel bad. Oh, I'm gonna feel bad. Hey, Token D, what's up, son? Yeah, man. I'm a little sad that I got that one wrong. I really thought it was gonna do better quicker. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna pick up eventually, and I'm staying in at where I was. But Jesus fucking Christ, where did we buy at, bro? Where did we get Uniswap at? You know, it's so low right now. It's fucking 16 cents. Where did we buy it at? I can't remember. Oh, you're minting on Solana? I don't know what that means. Your call on Matic will forever make up for any bad calls you make. Hey, man, what about this other one? Thorium. Let me see how that one's doing today. Let me see how my Thorium is. I 11 times on my Thorium. 11x. Dude, that's... Hodl, man. You're the best. Hodler. I know. Orca. Crypto's always risky. Hey, Orca. The chat is flying. If I've missed you guys, I'm sorry. I can go back if you want. Nick Brown. Billy. Good morning, motherfucker. What's up, motherfucker? Motherfucker. All right, let me see what's going on with... Oh, my average buy-in on Uniswap is 24 and it's at 16. Okay, it's not that bad. Motherfucker. I am looking for Thorium. I don't see Thorium. Oh, it's all the way down here at the bottom. Oh, you guys, Thorium. I should have got out, man. Thorium crashed all the way back down to 1 cent. It was 11 cents yesterday. I am negative 73% on my Thorium. Dude, there you go. That sums up the whole game right there. There's the fucking game, guys. You know, if you wanted to make that quick pull yesterday, that would have been the time when it went up to 55 cents. You would have 55x'd on your money, nay, but you weren't watching it. You learn a lesson. When I make a mistake, you guys can learn from my errors. There you go. That's why I share all the good and the bad with you people. I don't hide it from you. When one of my cryptos is doing bad or I make a mistake, yep, it's the risk you take for hodling. That is the hodl risk. How's Scrooge? I don't know, bro. I don't track Scrooge. I did not put Scrooge in yet because I did not record my my purchase of it. So, I don't know. I can go to my watch list. I think I got Scrooge on the watch list. Yes, crypto mining is legal, Eric. That's a great question. Yeah, it's legal to mine crypto. All crypto mining is, bro, is you're verifying transactions of purchases of crypto and sales of crypto. That's all. Your computer verifies those transactions. That's what crypto mining is. And the mining part is every time you verify a transaction, you get a little tiny bit of crypto in return, and that's the mining part. You understand it now? There's nothing illegal about it at all. Now, in certain countries, it's illegal. They've banned it in China. They banned it in the Ukraine recently, but they brought it back. Am I going to mine? No, I'm not interested in mining crypto at all. It's a very minimal, small amount of crypto for a lot of, in my opinion, it's a lot of investment and a lot of work to get set up. But once you're set up and you're rolling, and in addition, you need free and open bandwidth for that. I don't have it. I don't have free bandwidth. I have to pay for my extra bandwidth. So I can't just run transactions all day. I'm doing podcasting, right? Not boring if you look in the right place. My buddy's been mining and he's making bank, but he's got a huge warehouse. Oh, well, that's different, bro. You know, I would never do that. I would never have a whole warehouse set up, you know. Think of the bandwidth that must use. I can't even imagine. Hey, freaking Oracle. Bro, were you the one that told me about thorium, Oracle? Do you know where I found out about thorium from? I couldn't figure that out. Where did I hear about thorium first? My thorium 55%ed yesterday, Oracle. And you were nowhere around for me to tell you about it. I was so sad. I was like, he must be out smoking cigarettes. Like chain smoking. You will never hold mistakes against me? Well, you should. You should. I mean, I'm human. You know, we make mistakes. And if I fuck up enough, man, stop listening to me. You know? I know it's hard for me to say, but it's true. If I start steering you guys the wrong way, just fucking pack your bags and leave. Gives way outweighs any mistakes. Not me, freaking Oracle. Oh, it wasn't from you I heard about thorium. Fuck, I don't know where I heard about it. The freaking Oracle, says J-Bone. How are you? He's got fiber and his internet bill is insane. Right? So subtract the internet bill from however much he makes every month, you know. But it's a profit. Guarantee he's doing great. It's just not my thing, you know. Mining crypto is not my thing. That little tiny trickle... You know, I make a lot of money every month doing what I do with my land. So I take that money when I pay all my bills, and I'm confident that I don't need any more. And right now, I'm not there. I let my money sit in the bank until I know I don't need any money for the rest of the month. And then I try to purchase as much crypto with it as I can and just skate by the skin of my teeth. I'm not going to do that as much. I'm going to figure out a way to make this work so that my bills get paid right out of crypto. So I can put all my money right into crypto. You're 10 times better than the YouTube mainstream crypto podcasters by leaps and bounds. Real talk. J-Bone, dude, I am putting you on my Twitter for that. Thank you. What a nice thing for you to say about me right now. Thank you, J-Bone. And especially after I gave you a bad trade, bro. I fucking, you know, I'm like, J-Bone, yeah, let's do it. And we lose. And I'm like, oh, we're losing. And bro, I think about you every day. I look at Uniswap every day and I think about you every day. So I hope fucking Polkadot is making up for it. Because I know now it was Polkadot and Uniswap that we got that day. I thought it was Engine. So, are you ahead or not in crypto? I'm behind in my crypto right now. My portfolio. Love that you asked me that question, Orlando. I love that you asked me that question. And I never have a problem sharing this financial information with you guys, ever. So I'm down. The market is down. You know, Bitcoin and Ethereum are way down. Matic is way down. Sandbox is way down. So, you know, I'll show you guys. You want to see the market here? Look at the market real quick. You can see everything is down except for Cardano. Poor Gary. Poor fucking Gary. It went up to $1.56. Oh my God, he must be fucking killing himself. But, I'm going to show you my stats, bro. Okay? I'm going to show you all my stats right now. Now you see how the market is. And, you know, I'm not doing great right now, but it's going to turn around. It always does. Man, you called a bad trade that we did. If I didn't listen to you, I would have made 1,000 bad trades by now. But you gave me the whole hodl mindset. I called a bad trade that we did. I did. I deserve to be fucking called out for getting a trade wrong, bro. I got that one wrong, dude. I had the market wrong, bro. Live stream. Okay. J-Bone, that is the nicest thing, bro. I'm just so proud to put that up on my Twitter right now. I just want to say that. Thank you for that. What a nice thing to put up on my Twitter. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys where we're at here financially. It's not good. This is where I'm at, and it's not good. And I don't mind showing you guys this at all. All right? Here comes the cold, hard truth, guys. There it is. So you go ahead and you can see my best performer and my worst performer. Right? And my overall loss right now is $17,000. 565 bucks. You must be thinking, nay, you're down $17,000 on your crypto. Are you freaking out, bro? That's like a car. You've lost a car. No, I haven't. My car's just not worth as much right now, but my car's going to be a fucking Ferrari in a few days. My car is a Volkswagen Bug right now that has no gas tank in it at all. Somebody took the gas tank out. It doesn't even run. That's my car, right? But in a couple days, I'm going to be driving a fucking Bentley. That's how the crypto market is. That's why I share this with you. You guys, you don't have to freak out over this at all. Look, my all-time profit is down 5%. That's not bad on a gigantic fucking investment. Look, my all-time profit loss is $20,000. The $17,000 is the loss over the 24. My bad. Overall loss is $20,700. My bad. I had those numbers reversed. But look at my best performer, guys. Polygon. So on just the Polygon, I'm up $28,000. Do the math in your brains, right? But nay, how can you be up $28,000 on one and be $20,000 overall? Oh, because look at my worst performer. That's the averaging factor, guys. So it averages these numbers together and it brings your overall value down. But that doesn't mean I can't pull massive profit off Polygon right now that's over 100%. I could pull massive profit. So someone might look at that and be nervous. I look at this every day, and this is just the goddamn beast. This is the beast. You can either look at this and you can live with it, or you flip and you're like, I can't, my blood pressure can't take this. You either have the fucking diamond hands or you don't. Diamond hands don't fucking grow overnight. I didn't have diamond hands at first either. I was fucking buying and selling and trying to fucking just tread water. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And then I've got the diamond hands. Hold. Don't let go. Just hold it. Watch it. Some will go down. Some will go up. If you make the right decisions, on the average, you'll do much better. But don't forget this. Look at these two massive contributors to my portfolio. Bitcoin and Ethereum right here, right? They are way down right now. Yesterday, they were doing really good. They're going to flip. This market's riding down right now. It's the beginning of the week, and it's going to go back up, and everything's going to be fine. But you guys should just remember that, you know, part of investing in anything is where the value of that object is that you're investing in is on that day. So let me give you an example. Let's say my cousin wants to sell one of our warehouses. I'm invested in, right? You know, is he going to wait until the market is dropped out of the goddamn housing market and the business investing market to sell? Or is he going to fucking sell that thing when the market is fucking super high and everything's super expensive, right? That's when he's going to sell it. And then we make all the profit, right? And it's all about timing. Whether you're selling land, I made a little mistake on some land recently. I made a lot of money, practically doubled my money, but still, I could have fucking gotten 5 times the amount of money if I had just hodled the land that I had. I didn't. It's okay. I learned. Land is not my thing. It's way too much work. Way too much of my time. I don't have time. Look, I don't even fucking watch. I ain't got time for a fucking watch. Right? I ain't got time. I don't have time for paying licensing, getting, guys with tractors to come plow land, pour a fucking a slab, build a house, clear the land, clean out the river that I bought, the land on. I didn't have time for any of that shit, but I did, and I realized, man, all the money the thousands of dollars that I made on that land, it wasn't worth the fucking the stress and the labor and my time and everything. It wasn't worth it. Do you know what made it worth it? Me having a girlfriend, or having y'all on my phone, or having a friend like Dino come out with me to that land, hang out there, get high, do a broadcast, play in the river, and have some fun. Collect stones. That's what made it worth it to me. Can I do any of those things with crypto? No. But do I have to go to the licensing place, or go talk to the fire department, or go to the education place, or get somebody to clear my land, or have the state come and put a red tag on my land? And that happened to me. I got red tagged for doing some illegal clearing. I got fined. I went through all kinds of bullshit with that land. I ended up making a profit, and I did good, but still, it was not worth the stress. It wasn't worth the pain in the ass. The only thing that made it all worthwhile was it was an actual piece of land. Now, with crypto, you remove all of that stress. You can, hey, watch this. Poof. Look, I don't have to look at it. It's a long-term investment. I didn't have to do all that stuff to that land that I did either. I could have just bought the land, let it sit, make money. Yeah, that was the creek property. It was a nice river, actually. Make money and let it generate some revenue, and then sell it whenever it's worth a lot more. It's so much easier with crypto. If that's all you're going to do, if you're just buying an asset and holding on to it, man, land versus crypto. Well, yeah, the crypto goes up and down. So does your land. But your home can burn down. Your land can burn down. You can get a flood. It can take all the value out of your property. The house value market can crash. You can lose everything overnight, and the stock market can crash. Now, yeah, these things affect crypto too. But with a piece of land, you might not get your value back on it. A lot of people will say, well, that's not true, Nay. It's just a matter of waiting. Well, I don't want to wait that long. I'd rather wait. Wrong screen. I'd rather wait 3 days for the value of my money to be up again. Not 3 years. And crypto is volatile. Crypto is moving up and down quickly. You can get in and get out. You can trade it in an hour. You can make money. You're not really going to do that with land. You have to wait for those land values to fucking change over time. Crypto, I guess the word would be supersedes time. It transcends time. Is that the right word? I don't know if I'm using the right word here. But crypto rises above time. And it defies time, unlike land. Or unlike something like, something that you buy that can just decay over time and then loses value just because, like a tractor. And you use it, it's breaking down, and then it's not worth as much, and then it just loses all its value, and then someone won't even give you $100 for it. You don't have to worry about that with crypto as much. That's why I choose crypto for my main investment. After my land, my main fucking investment, everything else is in crypto. Everything else. If you're not into land and you're doing crypto, you're doing it right, as far as I'm concerned. If you've got a source of income, if you've got a source of revenue, and you're using crypto as a supplement, that's great too. I see most of you guys out there are using crypto supplementally, and I understand that. I'm using it as full-on long-term investment to put all of my money into because I have faith in that market. Everybody's different. And that's the beautiful thing about crypto too, is you can be a trader, you can be a one-time investor, you can be a long-time holder, you can be a short-time hodler, you know, you can be a short-time trader, you can be a long-time trader like Joe H. You know? There's all different kind of ways that you can approach this market. And it's there, it's like an apple tree right in your front yard, man, with big, bright, red, ripe apples on it. You can let those apples rot off and fall on the ground, or you can pick them and enjoy them. And I am picking those crypto coins, bro. You know, right now during this big crash, you guys, Bitcoin just crashed massively. I might pick some up today. Yeah, I might just take that freaking risk. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with gold. Gold is so slow. Jesus, it's a good thing you said. You're right. Gold is just like land, is just like cars, you know, or baseball cards, or painting, artwork. You know, anything that you can hold on to for the long-term value to go up. It's just like any other investment. The problem with crypto is people see the volatility in it. They don't understand it as much. They say, why would I need cryptocurrency when I've already got dollar bills? Well, you can't take your dollar bills really and trade them for value. Not like you can with crypto. That's the benefit of crypto. The value fluctuates massively. Yellowstone could go megaton. Crypto is much more fluid of investment, but you can take a break from following it if you need to land. Requires more attention and effort and hassles. Thank you, Trendy Orca. Bubbles up from the ocean there. I was thinking of picking up some more Bitcoin. Well, that's because you're a fucking genius like me, bro. I own gold, silver, and I have some steel. Some steel ingot. Have you looked into mining it? We already talked about that. No, I'm not interested in mining crypto. I don't have the bandwidth for it. Or I just don't want to do it. I just don't want a bunch of fucking machines running, you know? Smart idea, Nate. Buying Bitcoin at a low value because you know it will eventually go up again. Yeah. One thing's for certain, it's time to puff. Just got some new strains. Oh boy, did I get high with my friend last night. Oh my goodness gracious. We smoked that orange bud and she loved it. Remember what I told you? I was like, I wish I had someone here to smoke that orange bud with me. Oh boy. We didn't even finish. No. We did finish the bowl. No. We got halfway through it. That's right. I remember. We got halfway through the bowl and she says to me, hey, how about some of that keef? And I go, that's a great idea. So then we smoked a bowl of keef on top of the half-smoked flour. That's what I have left right here from what we were smoking last night. Yeah, the half-smoked keef bowl with the flour in it. So let's do that, shall we? No law regarding... Yes, the orange bud was... It never disappoints. No law regarding cannabis. And we were dexing it last night. I just... Full disclosure, we were dexing it last night. Totally dexing it. And we got up through the 9th episode, and she passed out, and she hasn't seen the last episode yet. And I'm so excited for her. So, yay. It's going to be fun, man. It's like the big build-up, you know? Hey, Nate, I have a question for you, but you don't want to pry. Yeah. You can ask me. Go ahead. All right. Cheers, Token Dave. Oh, yeah. Still keefy. Keefy as fuck. I'm convinced keef is the best for smoke rings. Dude, that was the first hit of the day. Fucked up. Oh my god. Ah, it's so tasty and good. Do you guys do private investors for your warehouses, or do you guys do public investing? Just curious. No, it's all private. Mostly family. And we had some friends that got into the company, and then my family was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. Because, you know, people don't understand how the business is run, the importance of, you know, shutting your fat fucking mouth about it. You know, I'd have to ask my cousin what the reason was that we stopped doing public stock options. I'm sure she would tell me if I asked her. I could call my mom or my sister and get the answer probably quicker. Here, let me ask my sister. She knows. That's a great question, Eddie. Wish more people would ask me interview questions like that. I hope I don't pry too deep into your business. I was only curious. I would love to have the option to invest, but I understand the private side. Yeah, she's not answering. Damn. It's not often she doesn't pick up the phone when I call. Just gonna leave a message. Because sometimes I'll forget why I called. She'll be like, oh yeah, you said. Hello, I have a quick question. Why did we stop offering public stock options in our company and go back to private? If you could let me know. I'm sure it's a simple answer. Love you. Give Steven a hug for me, please. And kiss your puppy. Right, right. Hey, Bitcoin just went to 42, guys. That's movement that we like to see. Movement we like to see. Let's see. Ethereum turnaround. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ethereum is next. 3,200 is on the menu. So Bitcoin's at 42. We need it at 42.91. 42,091. Let me make sure that is the number. No, my bad. My bad. We need it at 43,091. So we've got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. Oh, I'm so fucking high off that one bong rip, man. Yeah, we got obliterated last night. And watching Dexter again is fucking phenomenal. You know, I thought because I know what happens and everything, it wasn't going to be as enjoyable. Jesus fucking Christ. I got to give them all credit. Michael C. Hall, fucking whatever, all of those motherfuckers. Dude, their acting, the fucking plot, everything, man. It's great, man. It really is that last episode, the fucking, it's going to be so enjoyable to watch that last episode again. Holy shit. It's just getting, you know, it's just building up. Am I a fan of iron sight or scope sights? Iron sights, bro, for the win. Yeah, I don't scope it, bro. I'll fucking shoot from my hip. Like, goddamn, dude, I'm like this. Like fucking Yosemite Sam. I'll shoot a rifle from my hip. Fucking cans. Pow, pa-ting, pow, pa-ting, pow, pa-ting. I don't need no freaking scope. I put that bullet where it needs to go. I shoot that shit like a water hose, son. Psh, I spray. Sounds like an amazing smoke. Give me back my gun! I started eastbound and down again yesterday. It's still awesome the second time around. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. We're eastbound, just put that hammer down. I'm Iron Sight fan as well, but I'm developing a sight, and once I have a prototype, I'd love for you to test it out. A sight? Okay. Eddie, you're a crazy inventor. Rootin' tootin' yoo-hoo! You ever seen Ghosts of Mars? No. No. No, I haven't. Have you ever seen fucking $1.49 fucking Cardano? Because it went up to $1.56. Hey, I'm just saying that massive green mountain over there is fucking Cardano, Gary. Gary! Where are you, Gary? Gary. Come on, Gary. Gary. Gary, look at your Matic. Gary. Gary, look at your Matic. It's at 222. Gary, look at Cardano. It's at $1.49. Gary. What did you do, Gary? What did you do? Gary, what did you do, Gary? Gary, what did you do? You did something. It was no good. What did you do? You swapped out your Cardano for Matic. Look at what you did. You did it at the wrong time. You should have done it right now. Boom, $1.49 Matic. You could have done it right now. Ugh. Bro. And it's not Gary's fault. I've done the exact same thing, and you know what? I'm gonna do it again. Because you just do, man. This is what happens to us when we're trading and crypto doing. Crypto doing is a thing. Hashtag crypto doing. There's no G in that. When you're crypto doing, like us, sometimes you do the wrong thing. Oh, shut up, you. Nope. What did you do? Gary did it. And I saw it, though, when Gary did it. You guys, we should go back to the freaking Oracles. We should go back to the freaking Oracle show and find that moment when Gary came in and said, hey, man, I just swapped all of my fucking Cardano out for Polygon. And look in my eyes when he says it. And my eyes should be saying, Polygon's at an all-time high. What are you doing? And Cardano's about to explode. What are you doing, Gary? I mean, this was one time in my life that I actually knew something about crypto. It was almost like, you know, that reptile brain of theirs. It's those interdimensional reptilian shape-shifting aliens. You know, they're sneaky. And they have the ability to recall our thoughts, recall market values, any value of any crypto, you name it. Let me tell you something. Those bastards can recall that information within micro milliseconds. Do you know what a micro millisecond is? You probably don't, but it's so fast that literally those thoughts are accessed quicker than a computer hard drive. You can understand the speed. Micro milliseconds. Macro micro milliseconds sometimes. Just depending on if they've only snorted half a line of super male vitality or not. Because, you know, once an interdimensional shape-shifting reptilian alien snorts only half a line of super male vitality, they can read your thoughts ultra fast. Ultra fast. Faster than anyone else out there. Now, I'm not here to pull your leg on this one. We've got Dr. Guy McPherson here on tap. You know, we're covering what's going on with the climate. Of course, we're always covering the climate. Dr. Guy McPherson has this to say to all of you. And this is fantastic. And it's exactly what we all need to hear right now. So, what we're going to do is we're only going to smoke half a bowl of super potent cannabis harvested here from the garden. Because it is so ultra potent. And I can only smoke half a bowl of this. And that is exactly what we're going to do right now.
I recently received an email message from an online acquaintance. It pointed to an article.
Now, I went down in the submersible one too many times. I'm having a hard time hearing from the pressure. I have to turn the volume up at least twice as much to make Dr. Guy McPherson ultra loud. So we can hear every word that he is saying. Crisp and clearly. That's what we have to do.
Classic example of climate change denial. And it began with this paragraph. Quote, a new...
Bro, where's the Scrooge coin at right now? Now you got me wanting to look up Scrooge coin. Can anybody look up the value of Scrooge coin for me while we're listening to Guy McPherson? I appreciate it. Tell me where the value is. And tell me where I bought it at, too.
New climate panic is gripping the
Do my job for me!
Those few of them who are climate scientists have made fame and fortune by telling us the world is toast unless the once free West, though responsible for only a fifth of the world's sins of emission, commits economic harikiri. The cost of placating climate communism is already in the quadrillions. End quote. I will not reveal further information about this article because I do not want to draw positive attention to it or to its author. I'm neither a climate scientist nor a profiteer of doom. Rather, I'm a conservation biologist who has dabbled in the important topic of climate change for about 4 decades. I've not drawn...
What? I didn't know that, man. I thought he was, I thought his whole thing, my bad. I thought Dr. Guy McPherson was a climate expert. Now, let me just straighten one thing out on his own research. Now, of course, he is a fucking climate expert. But I thought he was a school-taught climate expert, which wouldn't give him any more or less credence in my brain. Because I've been to school, and I didn't learn a goddamn thing there. And my specialties, my degrees that I received. All right, it's at 23. Eddie, where did I buy Scrooge at? Billy, look at you guys are the best. Where did I buy it at, I wonder? I do not know where I bought my Scrooge. I cannot remember. So anyway, my point being, one of the greatest audio engineers I ever met, personal friend of mine, never went to school. You know, so I don't take that as a requirement. I'm just saying I didn't know that. I thought he's obviously got, you know, his degrees and all that, but I thought his degrees were in something different. So let's hear that again. Let's hear his specialty again here.
I will not reveal further information about this article because I do not want to draw positive attention to it or to its author. I'm neither a climate scientist nor a profiteer of doom. Rather, I'm a conservation biologist who has dabbled in the important topic of climate change for about 4 decades. I've not drawn a paycheck for nearly 13 years, so I'm hardly profiting from anything, much less promulgating the evidence discovered by others. However, I am capable of gathering and collating evidence. As one result, I am frequently and incorrectly accused of being a climate scientist and a profiteer of doom. The lying Michael Mann, for example, has incorrectly claimed that I'm paid by fossil fuel interests.
Oh, that's hilarious.
As usual,
wait,
there have been no adverse consequences for people...
Wait, what? To what end? What? Guy McPherson saying that we're going extinct and somehow benefiting fossil fuel industry? Oh, what? By saying that the Green New Deal won't do anything? Okay, I could see that. I see what they're saying. I could understand the accusation now, at least. I mean, of course, that's bullshit. You know, if Guy McPherson, and mark my words, this is the goddamn straight facts right here. If Guy McPherson was paid by Big Poison to get this message out to people, he'd be 1,000 times bigger. His audience would be 1,000 times bigger. He wouldn't be subverted on any social media. And when he put a video out there, he would get thousands, tens of thousands of views on every video if Big Oil was running the show. You know, they got the money. And they've got the social media paid off. And if they wanted his videos out there, they've got the ability to do that. So to try to say that this man is saying what he's saying because he's somehow getting a check from Big Oil, show me how that's being applied to his proliferation across the goddamn internet. You know, where are the interviews that they're scoring him, you know, with CNN and Fox News and MSNBC and 60 Minutes? You know, Big Oil, they'd be able to pay for something like that. So just to try to even suggest that he's, a shill. Fuck. I've been called a shill. I think it was a joke on the show years ago. And I laughed that shit off.
Who lie about me. Had my friend and renowned attorney Gerald Maples not slipped on a dock in the Bahamas and subsequently died late last year, I have little doubt some of the liars would already be facing justice in the courtrooms of this country. The email message from the online acquaintance, complete with the conventional distract and divide message from the media, reminded me that many humans love to hate. In addition, we often fall victim to attempts to divide us. We seem evolutionarily habituated to binary thinking, especially the kind that acknowledges us and them. As if us and them is not sufficient to guarantee negative results, we are driven to conclude that we...
Gussie, if you come in here and you talk shit about Guy McPherson, I will block you from my show. All right, Gussie? You don't ever talk shit about this man.
Are good and you are bad.
Do you think he needs to be putting himself on the internet so people call him names and troll him and say rude things about him and put up private conversations he's had with other people, and have people like you call him the names that you fucking just called him? You've got some fucking nerve. He's making no money doing that shit. Very little. He's just skating by.
Obviously, the notion of binary thinking is flawed. It's not us versus them. Rather, it is, as I've pointed out frequently in this space, we are one. Our beliefs and thoughts about almost everything lie along a spectrum.
He's been on our show. He's literally come on here just like you're chatting right now. He's in the chat and chatted with us. He's fucking awesome.
With respect to climate change, the spectrum ranges from, on one end, climate change is the best thing ever, and it will lead to even better lives for humans. At the other end of the spectrum, the end dominated by critical thinking and therefore existential pain, climate change is leading to loss of habitat for all life on Earth.
Dr. McPherson.
Why all life on Earth? 2 reasons, and either will suffice. First, the very rapid rate of environmental change in our wake, notably including loss of aerosol masking, will lead to a rise in global average temperature too rapid for organisms to keep up. Supporting evidence is found in a peer-reviewed Nature Communications paper published on June 15, 2021. The paper was written by Jailing Jia and 3 other scholars and is titled Significant Underestimation of Radiative Forcing by Aerosol Cloud Interactions Derived from Satellite-Based Methods.
Wow. So, check this out. He's referenced dozens of studies regarding this. Understand, peer-reviewed, verified, and published in the greatest publications, right? The greatest journals. He's talking about a totally new study. Yet another study, that's verifying all of this information. Understand that.
I commented on the paper with a video in this space on June 23, 2021, titled Science Update, Aerosol Masking Previously Underestimated on Overheated Earth. A blog post released the same day and with the same title provided links to supporting documents. The aerosol masking effect is finally leaking into reports published by the corporate media.
Orca just called Gussie a dickhead. I love it.
Wired published a story January 13, 2022, titled, The World Was Cooler in 2021 than 2020. That's not good news. The subhead reads, The global temperature was down thanks to La Nina, but it was still the 6th hottest year on record, and 2 billion people had their warmth.
Did you fucking hear what he just said? So when someone like Donald Trump or Steven Crowder tells their audiences, or Tim Pool says, oh yeah, the earth warms and it cools, and makes that bullshit statement. Yeah, it does. While it's going up, it's just like fucking crypto. Yeah, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It does. While it's going up. That's what he doesn't understand. That's what Donald Trump doesn't want to understand. That's what Tim Pool doesn't want to understand. That's what that kid on Twitter, remember that kid? Chris Mars Weather? He doesn't understand. Oh, but it got cool. Oh, but that year it was cooler than the year before. It was cooler. Yeah, and it was one of the hottest years on record. So what's that fucking mean that it was cooler than last year? Who fucking cares? You're not making your point.
Warmest year yet.
You know, just because we're logging everything by the year doesn't mean fucking reality is. Reality's not watching our fucking scale. It's going at its own pace. But it's going. That's the thing that our year is making us not see. Our year scale. Oh, but this year. Oh, but that year. Oh, but this year. Oh, compared to that year. Well, let's compare the last fucking 100 years, motherfucker.
The story points out that, quote, the last 8 years are the 8 hottest on record, end quote. It goes on to indicate that land temperatures were much warmer than marine temperatures, as I've indicated previously in this space. It also points out that most people live on land, not on the sea, as I've also pointed out previously in this space. The rapid rate of environmental change will be sufficient to cause the extinction of all life on Earth. So too will be the uncontrolled meltdown of the world's nuclear facilities. I reported the consequences of such an event, including the extinction of all life on Earth, in a blog.
Yes, he did just say consequences, and I fucking love it. Hashtag consequences. Hashtag Dr. Guy McPherson rocks. That was fucking awesome. Can we hear that word again, class, so that we can learn the pronunciation properly?
Post at guymcpherson.com. Consequences of such an. I reported the consequences. I reported the consequences of such an event. I reported the consequences of such an event. I reported the con. 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 Such an event. I reported the con. For 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 the consequences of.
You're welcome. You know, if it wasn't so goddamn interesting, I'd stop playing it right now, but it's great, and you guys need to fucking hear this shit. I'm so glad we're watching it right now. Dr. Guy McPherson. He calls people, he reports cunts.
Such an event, including the extinction of all life on Earth, in a blog post at guymcpherson.com, and a video on YouTube, both titled Means of Extinction, Nuclear Facilities Implode. The video and blog posts were released on June 29th, 2021. The blog post provides links to articles that support the conclusions I reached in the video.
Enoch, what's up, buddy?
England's Christopher
Hashtag
Monckton can be found at the
consequences.
Pollyanna end of the climate change spectrum. A few scientists,
You're
including
welcome.
me, can be found at the other end of the
You're
spectrum.
welcome.
Each of Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's 5 stages of individual grief can be found among individuals along the climate change spectrum, from Monckton's denial to the acceptance experienced by me and others. Anger is common, bargaining is rampant, and depression is restricted to the relatively few people knowledgeable enough to know what's happening and who also feel there is nowhere to turn. In this video, I am yet again pointing out evidence underlying the notion that climate change is leading to loss of habitat for humans, and therefore for all life on Earth. In doing so, I hope to engender acceptance. Yes, you are going to die, while also promoting support for the mere reflection framework.
Mirror.
Yes, we are all going to die, but we need not destroy all life on Earth in the process. Self-proclaimed scientists, such as the lying Michael Mann, and also self-proclaimed activists inspired by the figureheads at Deep Green Resistance, would have you believe the mass of humanity needs to make changes to keep us from entering the arena of dangerous climate change, even though we're already in the arena of dangerous climate change.
What is the maintenance on a mirror, and how long is it going to last without people to clean them, you know, or maintain them? I don't know.
The lying Michael Mann has you and I making those changes so that he and others in similar positions can maintain their privilege. These actions include changing what we eat and how we travel. I'm not opposed to these ideas, and I eat quite low on the food chain myself. But they are ironically hilarious coming from a man, the lying Michael man, who clearly has not skipped a meal in a while, and who never misses an opportunity to fly via commercial aircraft.
Who clearly hasn't skipped a meal in a while. Did you fucking catch that, man? He's so dry. I fucking love it, man. He's great.
The figureheads at Deep Green Resistance want you to dismantle civilization, although they are quick to point out that they are not interested in joining you. Neither man nor the figureheads at DGR will make changes in their lives. That task is for you, not them. The fact that we are currently witnessing the deaths of millions of people every year as a result of abrupt, irreversible climate change indicates the changes suggested
No law
by
regarding
man
Dr. Guy
are wholly
McPherson. Nature
insufficient
bats
to the task
last.
at hand.
Cheers.
On the other hand, the figureheads at DGR, notably Derek Jensen and Lee R. Keith, are indicating that you and I need to dismantle civilization. The subsequent loss of aerosol masking ensures the fastest path to extinction of all life on Earth, contrary to the lies told by Jensen and Keith. In short, let us accept the evidence indicating we face an existential threat. Then, let us move ahead with urgency in our personal lives and as a global society. Additional evidence follows. Even the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, perhaps the most conservative scientific body in planetary history, concluded the overheated ocean is responsible for the irreversibility of climate change. Specifically, on September 24, 2019, in the IPCC Special Report on the Ocean and Cryosphere in a Changing Climate, these words appear on page 77. Quote, ocean acidification and deoxygenation, ice sheet and glacier mass loss, and permanent frost degradation are expected to be irreversible on timescales relevant to human societies and ecosystems. End quote. The special report cites 5 peer-reviewed papers supporting this particular conclusion. Some 2.5 years after this report was published by the IPCC, on January 11, 2022, a paper in the peer-reviewed journal Advances in Atmospheric Sciences indicated that warming of the ocean continued through 2021. Specifically, quote, the world ocean in 2021 was the hottest ever recorded by humans, and the 2021 annual ocean heat content value is even higher than last year's record value, end quote. This finding is surprising because the planet is in the midst of a La Nina, an event that typically leads to a cooler ocean. This peer-reviewed paper in Advances in Atmospheric Sciences was written by Lijiang Cheng and 22 other scholars. In the midst of this La Nina event, overheating of lakes is causing blooms of algae. Freshwater streams and rivers are overheated too, with expectedly dire outcomes for ecosystems. Not only has the all-time hottest ocean on this planet was recorded in 2021, but the ocean was hotter than it's ever been during the last 7 years. In addition to its September 2019 report indicating the irreversibility of climate change, the IPCC concluded that global change is abrupt in its October 8, 2018 report, Global Warming of 1.5 degrees. Quote, these global level rates of human-driven change far exceed the rates of change driven by geophysical or biosphere forces that have altered the Earth system trajectory in the past. Even abrupt geophysical events do not approach current rates of human-driven change, end quote. This IPCC report cites 2 peer-reviewed papers in reaching this conclusion. Bear in mind that the IPCC is conservative. According to the conservative peer-reviewed journal Bioscience, in its March 2019 issue with a paper titled Statistical Language Backs Conservatism in Climate Change Assessments. This paper was authored by Gerardo Perez and 3 other colleagues. I quote from the abstract. Quote, we found that the tone of the IPCC's probabilistic language is remarkably conservative and emanates from the IPCC recommendations themselves, complexity of climate research, and exposure to politically motivated debates, end quote. Even the conservative IPCC has concluded that climate change is abrupt and irreversible. Individual scientists go further in presenting evidence that nobody wants to accept. Andrew Weiglitzen's October.
So let me just explain to you what he's doing here, okay? Because you don't have to listen to the rest of this. He's providing examples of peer-reviewed, verifiable research that's been done over a period of years that backs up all of his claims. And he's got these people that are doing hit jobs on him all over the media. They're calling him names and shit. And all he's saying is, hey, fuck y'all. Go read the goddamn peer-reviewed studies on it. You fucking assholes. He's like, I'm not the climate scientist. I'm just reading the studies to you from the scientists. That's all. And I'm letting you see them all. I'm putting them all together and saying, do you even know what fucking global climate feedback loops are? You know? None of these scientists that are even doing most of these studies are considering that aspect of their studies. That they're all chained together and exponentially increasing their findings. So at any given point, any given year, that they do a study, they're only going to get that much information and not realize that over a period of time, man, it's going to be fucking exponential growth of all of everything. That's what he's saying, man. And all of these studies point to that. Why are they doing hit jobs on him? Why are they fucking dragging his name through the mud? Leave Britney Spears alone. Please. Leave Britney alone. And I'm sure he goes on to keep reading peer-reviewed studies on different aspects of climate that all come to the same conclusion. Here, let's listen one more time.
October 9th, 2020 book.
We'll keep going.
The Event Horizon, Homo Prometheus and the Climate Catastrophe, contains these lines in the abstract for Chapter 5. Quote, during the Anthropocene, greenhouse gas forcing has risen by more than 2.0 watts per meter squared, equivalent to more than 2 degrees C above pre-industrial temperatures, which constitutes an abrupt event over a period not much longer than a lifetime. End quote. However, as I have pointed out frequently in this space, 2C never mattered. The IPCC's predecessor, the Advisory Group on Greenhouse Gases, pointed out during the final year of its existence that, quote, beyond 1 degree C may elicit rapid, unpredictable, and nonlinear responses that could lead to extensive ecosystem damage, end quote. Climate writer and speaker David Spratt indicated that self-reinforcing feedback loops had been triggered at 0.5 C in his October 21st, 2014 presentation, Dangerous Climate Change, Myths and Realities. My own freely available work at GuyMcPherson.com indicates we have triggered many self-reinforcing feedback loops.
Here you go.
Any one of these so-called positive feedbacks guarantees the irreversibility of climate change.
Any one of them. And he's got 60.
In other words, climate change is abrupt. In addition, climate change is irreversible. I'm not happy about either outcome. The continued rapid rate of increased global temperature on Earth is expected to increase even faster in the near future. For example, according to K.D. Burke and 5 other scholars in the peer-reviewed Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, on December 26, 2018, quote, our study suggests that climates like those of the Pliocene will prevail as soon as 2030 in the current era and persist under climate stabilization scenarios.
I don't know what that means, but did you hear the year that they said it was going to occur? 2030.
End quote. The global temperature during the mid-Pliocene was about 16.7 C, more than 3 C above the 1750 baseline.
Okay. So they're saying it's going to be even higher than what, right? And this is what Dr. Guy McPherson is predicting as well. And you guys can go to naturebatslast.com to get so much more information from him. In fact, he will answer your email questions. If you're not, if you don't ask him about dumb things, conspiracy things and shit like that, he hates that shit. He might not respond to you. If you try to email him about, does the government control the weather? He might not respond. Just so you know, He's cool like that. He's kind of like me. And he's turned off by just people that are too lazy to learn things that are readily available to them at any moment on their fucking smartphone. You guys, I gotta tell you, I just refreshed the chat and I am so glad I did. I'm glad you guys are here. I am so high, but that's cool, man. Let's go back to this chart because we're watching what looks like it might be a rebound. There might be a reverse head and shoulders forming on the 24-hour pattern on Bitcoin, and I'll show it to you. That pattern is shoulder, head. Right? Shoulder, head. And if this comes down again over that 24-hour pattern and forms another shoulder, similar to the first one, then it is going to explode upwards. Now, according to what Cardano is doing right now, it looks like it is going to try to hit a 24-hour high, which is amazing on Cardano. I hate to say that because Gary, you know. God, Gary. Matic goes down to 224. Cardano goes up to $1.52. It's like Billy said, man, those moments when he sees me doing what he just makes him cringe. I understand it, but we take these risks as investors in crypto. We do take these risks. And the point is to spread that shit out a lot. You know, and don't take these risks with everything you got. Right? Diversify, diversify, diversify. We've got a reverse head and shoulders, which may be forming on Matic. Beautiful. You guys can see it right here in the 24-hour Matic chart. No, it's not there. It's way... It's right here. This would be an exact duplicate of what's going over there at Bitcoin. Shoulder, head. Where we're going, we don't need eyes to see. So, we're going to keep our eye on that. See, so really, it's funny, is Bitcoin really needs to drop big time to make that shoulder. Let's see if we can find that on this chart here. We'll extend the Bitcoin chart and see if we can find that shoulder head pattern. There it is, guys. Wow, we can see it right here. It's beautiful. If it does it. So we can see exactly what it has to go down to. It has to go down to 4,200. It's got to drop $180, right? If it drops $180 right now and then goes up. Now, many times I will say this and it'll do it and we'll get all excited. I'm like, here it goes. And it'll keep dropping and it'll be a total drop. You know? And maybe if I'd backed down, I would have noticed the big giant right side up head and shoulders pattern that was way bigger than the upside down head and shoulders pattern that had me distracted. Right? It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. It literally is that stupid and easy. So, there was a smaller head and shoulders pattern actually that's already formed. It was here. We just don't see it. What? What did this go down to? No, it did it, guys. It formed the head and shoulders. My bad. It's right here. I didn't even see it. You see this? That is a freaking head and shoulders pattern, man. And it's beautiful and it's perfect. And I didn't even notice. Let me get that on here so you can see it. Look. You bisect. You go right from the tip of the head, right? And you go up. Right up the middle. And you stop those two dips, and if that's all self-contained, which it is, then you've got your head and shoulder, your upside down head and shoulders pattern. So if it doesn't drop now, man, that could be all it needed to start climbing. Let's see what Matic is doing, because Matic is doing the exact same thing, right? So here it was. And it did not, yeah, it did. It formed a fucking upside down head and shoulders pattern right here. Same thing that Bitcoin did. So you guys might not be able to see that as clearly, so I'm going to point it out, okay? Shoulder right here. Just look at these wicks. Shoulder, head. This is a big one. It's a head. Shoulder right here. And you just bisect that in the middle. It all lines up. Matic did the exact same thing that Bitcoin did. It's very liable to fly upwards now. And not go back down. Oracle says, be careful with your Ethereum. A lot of small caps are pumping, but some are just pumping dumps. Oh, thorium. Yeah, bro, the thorium went back down to a penny. It went to 55 cents and went down to a penny. Could that have just been one person? A whale that wanted to fuck with thorium for a little bit? I mean, you want to rationalize that, but you know, it's probably not. Who knows? All right, let's look over here and see what the market's doing. Oh, boy. Boy, oh boy. UFOs at the bottom with Flocky, Wilder, Saitama, Moon River, Loop Ring. Harmony 1 is at 31 cents. Down at the bottom, -9. Harmony 1, 31 cents. Harmony 1, 31 cents. Phantom. Synthetics is $4.98. I could just load up on synthetics. Man. You could just buy a bunch of fucking synthetics. Uniswap. Okay, so all of the metaverse ones are down. At the top, we got Cardano. Our #1 pick. Gary. Really, Gary? Come on, Gary. Cardano's #1, Gary. Come on. Have to say a few whales, you'd have to look at all the buys and sells, right? Bro, look at Cardano. We're 3 cents away from a fucking 24-hour high on Cardano. And Matic is just crashed. Even though I think Gary got... Didn't Gary say he got Matic at like $1.70 or something? Or even less? He got it during a big dip. He did good on it. No matter what, he did good. It's just, he would have been doing better on Cardano right now, I think. Fucking Gary'd. Don't get Gary'd. BitTorrent, Litecoin, Overland. Okay, so one of the metaverses is doing really well. Overland right now is, when the rest of them are down, Overland is at $2.18. Then you got Bitcoin, AXS, XRP is moving up a little bit. Ethereum is doing okay. It's over 3,200 now. Hey, how are you? How are you? All right. Yes. Do you know why our company stopped offering shares to to friends and we stopped doing public. Call me when you have a better connection. It's not that important. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Do you know why our company stopped? What was the reason our company stopped offering shares publicly? Basically, I know you know what I mean, but to non-family members, right? Not publicly, but they're not bringing in more people. But they're not bringing looking for new investors, right? Right. Okay, but it was just too many people, was it, huh? That was the reason, too many people with okay, with No, 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 I wasn't that curious. It wasn't that big of a deal. That's why I was saying no, it's not a big deal. I was just kind of Alrighty, I love you. Okay, take care. Bye. So it was just a matter of they said it was just getting too many people. They wanted to keep it smaller, I think, a smaller group, you know? So there you go, man. The big answer to the question. Why my company doesn't offer, publicly, well, not one public wasn't, public shares, but it was to people outside of our immediate, not immediate, but our family members, which is, uncles, aunts, cousins, you know, second cousins. It was that. That was who was originally involved. Anyhow, I hope that satisfied your question. It was a good question. Love you guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next upload, whenever that will be. I will keep my eye on this market. I love watching this recovery, which seems to be occurring right now. So I'll keep my eye on it, and hopefully you will too. Um, I was up kind of late last night, man. I'm probably gonna take a nap, so try to catch up on lost sleep. You guys, like I said, we dexed, man. Episode 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We watched fucking 6 episodes, and here comes a delivery up my driveway. So I'll go get it. All right, bye guys. Wow, great timing. It's a UPS delivery on its way. Oh, have I not said? My Beazle. He's so tired. Look at Beasley. He's making up for lost time, too. He's too much playing last night. Too much playing. Were you playing too much? Bye, guys.